just do it. You have one game away, only 45 minutes left. You got to go for it. You do it or you die. Don't stretch it to 120 minutes because I don't think you can afford that. But I'm confident of boys. I think the experience might pull them through, but still, you can't say for sure. We need a lot of luck. I think home also must need it, I think at the end of the day, whoever scores first, I believe, will win.
Colonel, thank you very much. Best of luck for the second half. Well, it is a very even encounter at the moment. Home United and SAF, this game definitely needs a goal to open it up. Let's go back to Shazad and look ahead of the second half.
Referee blows for the end of the game. And it's been a very gritty performance from SAFFC. Duric has supplied the assist for Park Tae-won and then finally got a goal himself. It's been a really, really hard affair. Not the most entertaining of games, it has to be said, but they've fought hard, SAF. Home United will look back at missed opportunities. Norikazu Murakami, his 100% record as captain finally ends. But it has been a good game for SAFFC. Just looking at their statistics, so little to separate the two sides in terms of possession. All those offsides pointing to their tactics. 7 offsides for Home United, trying to play off the final man. Fouls more or less the same. SAF at the end, well, they got a few more shots on goal, but 2 misses for Home United. 1 from Narapol in the first half, where he really should have scored, and then Itimi Dixon right at the death, where he was straight at the keeper, and right after that it was Aleksandar Duric's shot which sealed the game. And now it will be SAFFC which head across to that final with DPMM, the top 2 sides in this tournament. They will renew acquaintances. Well, after all that, we're going to head over to PJ. He's going to be talking to PM Sivaji and Richard Bock.
Yes, thank you, Shazad. Sivaji, first of all, my commiserations. You've had the opportunity to play many of your fringe players. You've rotated your squad enormously. Have you been impressed by your strength in depth?
Yeah, I'm absolutely impressed with what we have. But looking at today's match, I think congratulations to SF. I think they did very well to get the result. But I think today we looked shy on stage. I think we had stage fright. And that's one of the reasons why we didn't perform as efficiently as we did before.
It's a good experience for the young boys. And looking ahead to your AFC Cup clash against Hong Kong champion South China, that's in under a week. You've got another big game there to look forward to.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we have a lot of weary and tired limbs. But I think the boys will take this experience on board and do well for the club.
Sivaji, well done. You've got a great young squad there. Thank you. And joining me now is Richard Bock. He's a happy man. Richard, 4th game in 12 days. There's some tired bodies out there. What are you going to get up to the next couple of days leading up to the final?
Rest. They need rest. They need more rest. I don't think I'm going to do anything. They just rest and recover and then look forward to the final.
It was a very disciplined and professional performance, keeping possession well and then taking the chances. You must have been pleased with that aspect of the game.
Yes, I think home is in a good form in this competition. So, and then we play 120 minutes 3 days ago. So we have to be disciplined and we have to be compact and let them come at us in the first half and then try to take our chances when they come along.
And Richard, you're playing Brunei DPMM in the final. You met them in the group stage. They beat you 3-0. How are you going to approach the final differently?
I don't know yet. I got to go back and do some research. Then we'll see on Friday.
And Richard, Aleksandar Duric getting on the score sheet. He's got that monkey off the back. That'll make him and you very happy.
Of course. I think he tried very hard. I think the last few games he's been trying sometimes too hard. So I think hopefully this goal will, bring back his scoring form.
Richard, congratulations. We look forward to Friday. A very happy Richard Bock. So SAF running out 2-0 winners over Home United. Join us after the break. We're going to have a look back at the whole highlights of what was a fairly tight and cagey, but still very entertaining game. We'll see you shortly. highlights. There were plenty of them.
Well, it was one of those fights that you'd expect to see in a group stage game. It didn't quite have the feeling of a knockout match at the moment because it was tough going. There was a couple of good chances for SAF first, and then Norikazu with a half chance there. But slowly and surely the teams got more and more into it. This was a glorious effort. What a ball from Itami Dixon, and Narapol with a miss that's probably going to haunt him for a little while. All he had to do was roll the ball into the back of the net, and he sliced it into the side netting, and that would have a say in the game later on. Well, here was another good effort, or good chance rather, for Aleksandar Duric. And at this point you thought, well, the jinx would continue for some time. We really should have tested the keeper more here, but a decent save from Ridwan in the end. Second half now, and Home United again with a little bit more initiative, forcing a save out of Sharul Jantan, but they still lacked creativity in that final third. Here was a good chance for Park Tae-won, straight at the keeper though. Great pass from Aleksandar Duric, who turned into supplier today and really put on some great passes. And this was the opening goal. Real hesitation from Valerie Hayek, who's uncharacteristically hesitant. Great pass from Duric, superb finish from Park Tae-won, making up for that earlier miss. Cool shot from him into the back of that net. 1-0 it was to SAFFC. Home United jolted into action, but time and again they were caught out at the back. And in the end, a fine finish from Aleksandar Duric. He needed to score that goal for his confidence, and that's a good riposte to his critics. Final score here at the Jalan Besar Stadium in the semi-final match is Home United 0, SF 2.
Yes, an uncharacteristic mistake by Valerie Hick at the back there for Home United. Really opened up the opportunity for SAF to take the lead, so they progressed through to the final. While PN Savaji's young boys, they got that AFC Cup clash to look forward to, so they've got a very big future, a lot of those bright young lads. Looking ahead to the final, it is on Friday night, 7:45 p.m. Brunei DPMM against SAF. Brunei looking to be the first foreign team to pick up domestic silverware here in Singapore, whilst SAF, they are 7-time S.League champions. They have not won the League Cup. This is going to be a cracking match, and this is what we've got to look forward to. Oh yes, that is going to be a fantastic match. Brunei DPMM beat SAF 3-0 in the group stages, so revenge may be on the cards, I don't know, but in sudden death final, anything can happen. It's going to be a fantastic event. If you can't make it down here to Jalan Besar Stadium, you can check out Pool Sports Buzz, the live telecast there at the Paradise Centre. Well, thank you very much for joining us for semi-final number 2. The final, Friday, 7:45 p.m, Jalan Besar Stadium. We'll see you then.